Welcome to the afternoon experiment. I tried to get on time today. But welcome to the show. Let me put all of the captions and everything up so you know where you can call. The afternoon experiment, 513-717-5464. That's the number to call in and get on board. Oh, I don't need that one right now, but I can put that one up. Yeah, the afternoon experiment up there in the corner. And in case you were wondering, my name is Emanuel Livingston. I am the host of this experiment. And we kind of figuring it out. So come on in, say hello. If you so desire, come in and say hi. That's the least I can ask for. I was watching Wyatt, I don't think it was yesterday, because I was out yesterday, the day before yesterday, and he was saying, like, look, man, you can hit the like button. You're going to spend, 10, 20 minutes watching me, because nobody's watching for 2 straight hours. I'm just convinced that nobody just sits for 2 hours and watches this. But if you're going to spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, watching me in and out here and there over the course of the next 2 hours, you could hit the like button. But come on in, say hello, because y'all know I love it. That's my favorite part of this thing. Let me see. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm seeing a lot of old comments. I'm gonna have to hit refresh here. Hopefully it don't take us out. Okay, I hope I'm back. And if you want to come on in and say hello, I had to start over. So if you said hello before, just say it again. I didn't see you. When is the next ride? Hopefully it don't happen. I just did that just to show y'all, I'll be out there trying to get in time to do the show at 3:00. People don't be believing me when I be like, I'm stuck in traffic. Yeah, he's stuck in traffic. Just say you didn't want to do the show. I mean, like, no, for real, I'm stuck in traffic. So, let's see. We got Antonio, little Nick in the building. How you doing? That's my nephew. We got Bonita in the building. Hi, Bonita. Miss Pittsburgh. Good afternoon, everyone. Butler Brown, he did it right. He know exactly what to do. Good afternoon from Cartersville, Georgia. Good afternoon. David says, that was genius. Every once in a while, I try to be a genius. I try. Brenda says hello from Fairfield. Andrea says hello. Brent Beard, I don't know why I just almost said Blackbeard. Where did I see Blackbeard? Good afternoon, happy Black. That's what he said, Black in the thing. Happy Black History Month. Oh, it ain't Black History Month no more. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not being in here. My whole day is thrown off. Hold on. Let me fix that. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna put up this month, but we can go back to here. There we go. It's not Black History Month anymore. So I have to change that. Thank you. I don't know that I love that. I mean, I like it, but I have to look at it. We'll deal with it for now. The afternoon experiment checking in from Dallas. That's right. Black History Month ended the last time I was on the show. McConnell says, what's up from Fairfield? Let me put this phone on silent. Terry Coleman says, hey, from E-Town, all right? Ray, it don't say Ray. R. Allen, A.E., Corain at work. My brain is filling stuff in where it's not there. I don't know what's happening today. I got people lying on me on the internet. I get to that in a minute, especially that Tina. Tina just lying on me. I don't know what the heck is going on. We got Pamela. Pamela says, good afternoon. Checking in from North Avondale. She's here to get her ellipsis lesson. You tried to dog me out because you didn't understand. You thought I was misspelling her name, but I knew what I was doing. It was for effect. David says, good afternoon. Reporting in from Roselawn. All right, we got Roselawn in the building. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Now, you know, some people not going to be here on time because they used to me maybe not being on time. So, like, I'm not even going to check until around 3:30. I'm not even going to check until around 3:30. But, you know, it is what it is. Another person that has an issue with you. I don't know that I would say Tina has an issue with me. She just been lying on me today. Tina been lying on me. I posted on my Facebook page. I think it was the last thing that I posted for whatever reason. Let me see if I can pull it up. I posted on my Facebook page. Not that one. Not that one. Come on, there it is. Show me the post. View post. I said, I don't drink alcohol. And yeah, that make me better than you. So I don't understand needing a drink after a stressful day. I just cope with stuff by saying, forget it and move on. And I don't cuss either. And yes, that makes me better than you too. And Tina just been on, just going in, backing up TC, who decided was the first person. Actually, Lady K was the first person who decided to lie on me, talking about, you do cuss. I don't cuss. I don't cuss. And Tina just on there, oh, you cuss. Oh, you be cussing on your show. You just cussed the other day. Stop it, people. Don't lie on me. Show me the proof. Let me evaluate for myself whether or not you heard some cussing. You might have heard some words that you didn't care for, but I don't cuss. I don't cuss. It's not what I do. It's not who I am. Angela, good afternoon. She says salutations. Deborah, good afternoon. Forest Park, all right. Forest Park. We got Carolyn. Hold on, where's Carolyn? You made me skip over Carolyn. Carolyn says, good afternoon, all. All right. Brenda, E-Man doesn't cuss. He curses. I definitely don't curse. I don't curse. Daryl says, good afternoon to the family. All right, let's talk a little bit about this video. And I really should have had it pulled up and ready. But again, you know, I'll be on my way coming here. Let me see if I can... if I can I can't find it. I'm not even gonna go through that. There's a video where the police are talking to a young man. Let me see. I know it's over here on Facebook. See if I can find it. Somebody asked me something about it. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. No, not that. Keep going. I can't find the video. Daryl says he tagged me in the video. You did, but I'm looking for where you tagged me and it's not coming up. Wait a minute, here it is. I think this is it. Let me see. Oh, is this? Yeah, I'm not downloading no files. Where's the video? Oh, okay, here's the video. Let me minimize that. Hold on, y'all forgive me. I need to see if something is actually working. I don't think it is. Apparently I had a power surge when the tornadoes and stuff were coming through, and I keep trying stuff that's not working. So hold on, let me see. Yeah, that should be working. That should, oh, I hate it when stuff don't work. Okay, hold on, let me see. I have to do a couple things in order to get this thing to working right. Y'all forgive me. This is an experiment. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Even though some of this stuff should have already been taken care of. But if we click here, and what just happened? Okay, everything kind of went away. Let me see. We're gonna go back here. I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta mess with some settings because when I click that, everything went away. All right, we going here. Stop mirroring. I'm not trying to mirror anything. You be my main display. All right. Then we go here. Y'all can't see this, and forgive me. Forgive me. You will be my extended display, and then you will mirror that. All right, now let's see if we've got it. There we go. We got it. All right. Oh, and it's backwards. That's all right. We ain't gonna fight too much. We ain't gonna fight too much. We just gonna try to get to the beginning of this little video here and show it. See if this'll work. If this don't work, it ain't my fault. It's Father Nature's fault. There's old Tina, good afternoon, with her line at behind. Relying on me. Talking about I cuss. Just trying to.
Keep your fucking hands up! Turn and face away! Turn and face away! Keep your hands up! Walk backwards. Keep your fucking hands up! Stop reaching! Walk backwards! Turn and face away! Face away or you're getting fucking shot! Walk backwards! Start fucking listening! Walk backwards! Side step to your left! Go to your left! Yes! This isn't hard! Left! Keep walking! Left! Walk backwards to me now! Keep your hands up! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Do not turn and look at me! Get on your knees! On your fucking knees right now! Get on your fucking knees! Do not fucking move!
All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Yeah. What do we think about that? Are we okay with that? Are we okay with the hollering, the screaming, the language, all of that kind of stuff? Are we okay with that? Look, I'm not like super upset, like, oh my God, they cussed it. I don't like it. I don't know that it's necessary. I think if it were me, I think if it were me, they out there, I'm putting my hands up and I'm standing there. And walk backwards. Walk effing backwards. I don't think I'm moving. I'm just standing there. That's it. Y'all gonna have to come and put the cuffs on me because I'm not gonna start walking backwards. Y'all talk about, oh, it looked like he was reaching because don't put your hands down. Don't reach for anything. It's like they're always looking for an excuse to say that you did something. I'm not necessarily against the screaming. I don't know that all of the profanity is necessary, but I mean, you know, so what? Don't look at me. That sounded like an unnecessary order. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. That sounds like something a bank robber say when he's robbing the bank and he's telling the people, don't look at my face. Don't look at me. That sounds weird. Don't look at me. Just don't sound, you know, necessary. But I'm not all that bothered by the language. I do believe you can give commands. There really should only be one person giving commands. There should only be one person giving commands, whether you're talking them or shouting them. And if multiple people have to give commands, there should be one main person, and then everybody else is just repeating what that person said. If multiple people have to say it. Like, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Walk backwards, walk backwards, walk backwards. I gotta move, proximity effect. That's why I'm moving. That should be what should happen, because it could be problematic with a lot of people saying a lot of different things. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm telling you about me. I watched the video. This was a few years ago, and I know a lot of y'all remember the video where they murdered the dude in the hotel. They told him to come out. Oh, I wish I could remember his name. I'm not gonna play the video because I watched it. It's terrible to watch. It's terrible to watch. So I'm not gonna play the video, but there was a video, this was years ago, where they were at a hotel. Somebody had gotten a call about somebody having a gun. The police show up to the hotel. The man and his wife come out. They tell him to put his hands up. They tell him to get down on his knees. They tell him to crawl to them. He's got on long shorts. And he's crawling to them. I believe it was in Las Vegas, Angela. And he's crawling, but I'm not 100% sure that it was, but I believe it was. And he's crawling, and his pants start coming down. He's obeyed every order that they told him to obey, and he's trying to not necessarily be exposed. And because it looks like he reaches to pull up his pants, dude shot him like 5 times, real quick. Pop, 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 pop. He slumped over. He was dead. And, you know, then they went on to search the room. He had surrendered a long time ago. He put his hands up, get down on his knees. He got on his knees. He did everything they told him to do. That's why I'm not doing all of that. I'm not giving any law enforcement an unnecessary excuse to put your hands up. I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm standing. I might lay on the ground. Either put my hands up and stand still, or put my hands up and lay down on the ground slowly. And they can come and cuff me that way. Not that that's gonna keep you from getting killed, because we remember Fruitvale Station. You handcuffed, you laying there, and you still get shot in the back. So not that that's necessarily gonna keep you from getting killed, but at least they didn't have an excuse. It looked like he was reaching for something. Yeah, no, you're not. So yeah, I'm not doing all of that. Walk backwards. Walk to the side. Don't look backwards. And like I've seen a few of y'all say on here, I would be them fail. And you know, if you fall, you know what's gonna happen. They gonna shoot you. It looked like he was rolling over and reaching for a gun. They gonna shoot you if you fall because you can't walk backwards. I'm not trying to get shot. So for me, I'm not doing any of that. But with regard to whether or not, are we okay with the police yelling orders? And because it felt to me like creating chaos. It is the opposite. I saw somebody earlier say it's the opposite of the word just lost. De-escalating. It's the opposite of de-escalating. Now, look, what this guy, again, if I understand the story correctly, because I haven't read up on the story, I heard somebody talking about it. And I had seen the video, but I didn't know exactly what had went on. But apparently there was a child in a car, and he got in the car and he drove off in the car. In the process, he hit some other cars. There's some question as to whether or not it was his child. Maybe I'm the only one with that question because of the way that I heard it presented. Sounded to me like the person was saying that it was his child and his, quote, baby mama arguing when he jumped in the car. But it might not have been his child. Bottom line is, okay, he's wrong. Let's assume right now that he's wrong. He's totally wrong. But he's peacefully gotten out of the car. He's been stopped. He's peacefully gotten out of the car. He's got his hands in the air. And now you're screaming orders at him. I really was afraid that I was going to see somebody else get shot. I was afraid that I was about to watch somebody get shot. And I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that. No, this is not, here you go, attacking the police again. I'm not attacking the police. I do have questions. We're not allowed to question police now? I know for some of y'all, you're not allowed to question police. Police said it. That makes it fact. Don't question it. Nothing. Just the police said it. That's it. For some of y'all, I know that's how y'all roll. For those of y'all who roll like that, y'all can like go and come back in a few minutes, and then I might be like 100% on the police side. But for right now, I just have questions. More about training than anything else. More about training and tactics. They have reasons why. They have reasons why they do that. And maybe there are times when it's possibly the best thing. But in this particular case, sound like they could have just, I wouldn't have did all of that. Walking backwards, walking to the side. Don't look at me. That was the most unreasonable demand that I heard there. Don't look at me. And I know y'all, this sounds crazy to y'all, but I could see that man getting shot because he looked at him. I told him not to look at me. I feared for my life. He didn't obey my command. Well, what did you think was going to happen by him looking at you? Death rays were going to shoot out of his eyes. And you know, when they assess what police do, my terminology is going to be wrong, but the general principle is fine. When they're assessing what police did and their decision making, they have to assess it not based on what we know to be factual, but based on what the police was thinking at the time. So, you know, what happens is there's a guy, he ain't really doing nothing wrong. I don't know, his neck itch when his hands is up. So he do this, and the police say it looked like he was reaching. See, look right there, his hand comes down. Looked to me like he was reaching. I feared that he had a gun, so I shot him. We can't look at it in hindsight and say, well, y'all shot and killed him. He didn't have a gun. And he wasn't reaching for anything. They'll say, well, you can't judge it based on that. We have to judge it based on what he thought at that moment. And was it reasonable for him to think that he might have been reaching for something at that moment? Okay, we got Wyatt in the room. Hey, what's up, Wyatt? Always challenging me. Why is Wyatt always challenging me? Why? What did I do to you, man? I thought we was cool. You always challenging me. No, I don't. I kind of like it. Wyatt says, "Don't look at me" is a command to stay looking forward. I know what the command is for, but it's a stupid command. I got a right to look. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be a death sentence. Don't look at me. Look forward. I don't want to look forward. I want to see what's happening. Again, that sounds like a command to me that a bank robber gives. Don't look at my face. Why? Oh, you don't want me to be able to identify you. But like that same thing the police doing. Why you don't want me to look at you, bruh? You don't want me to be able to identify which officer shot me if you shoot me and don't kill me? I know why. I know it's just how they trained. And that's what I'm questioning, the training. I'm sure there's some reason behind it. Like, oh, but maybe if they're looking forward, they can't anticipate things that are about to happen. So you don't want them looking at you. You want them looking so you can do whatever it is that you have to do without them anticipating they might, be able to time. You about to go and put the cuffs on them and then you oh, I see you coming. Oh, let me reach for something. There might be reasons for it. I think it's kind of stupid. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't turn. I would put my hands up. I'm going to be looking at you with my hands up. I'm not moving unless I'm just deciding, look, I don't want these dudes to kill me, so let me lay on the ground with my hands out. Put them behind your back. You can grab them and you can put them behind my back. Because if I go to put them behind my back, you going to say it looked like I was reaching for something. Oh, he was reaching for something. Gun. Pow, 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 pow. No, that ain't going to be me. That ain't going to be me. Nope. I'm not following all of those confusing instructions. They tell the man to walk to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, there's probably reason for it. All of these extra special tactics for, it sound wild to me. But again, look, I think you try certain stuff. Like, okay, he's out the car, he's got his hands up. You can just, you want to project so that he can hear you. But you don't have to do all of that extra as long as he's cooperating. And just keep in mind, it can be confusing. It can be confusing. Yeah, they had him do, what is that? The cha-cha slide or whatever it is. They had him doing the cha-cha slide. But he wasn't allowed to look at the person yelling out the commands. I'm not saying the police are wrong. I question some of this stuff. Once a person has given up, surrendered, all that extra stuff is crazy to me. All that extra stuff is wild. But, people do it. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. Let me see. I do have the phones up and they're ready to go. I saw another story. Hold on. Let's see if I can find this one. Let me come out of there. Stop it. Sometimes I see these stories and then I have to screenshot them. I have to screenshot the stories. Girls high school basketball team forfeits there we go. And can we maximize this one? Make it full screen. Okay. Hey, it worked. Now let's see if this works. Hey, it worked. Girls high school basketball team forfeits a game because it refused to play against a team with a transgender player. Anybody else see this story? Anybody else see the story? A Vermont Christian. Ben, I see your comment. I'll address your comment in just a moment. But you still haven't told me where you saw CNN and MSNBC do the exact same thing that Fox did with regard to telling those lies. I'm going to let that go for a minute, and I'll address what you asked. But let me do this story first, and then I get to you. A Vermont Christian high school forfeited a girls' basketball game because the opposing team had a transgender player. Mid-Vermont Christian School in Junction had been scheduled to play Long Trail School in Dorset on February 21st, but the game never happened. Vicky Fogg, the head of Mid-Vermont Christian School, said the team decided not to participate because we believe playing against an opponent with a biological male jeopardizes the fairness of the game and the safety of our players. So they didn't play the game. What do we think about that? Are we okay with that? I'm cool with the team saying, nah, y'all got a dude on the team. We not playing no team with a dude on the team. And look, I know that's offensive if you believe that a trans person or that a person who, let me see, what is they said? What is it? They used a particular term. West Virginia, they're talking about in Vermont, students are allowed to participate in the VPA activities in a manner consistent with their gender identity. They're allowed to. So that means if I say I feel like a girl inside. Inside, I feel like a girl. I mean, I know I present as a very manly man, but inside, I feel like a girl. I can play against the girls' team. I'm trans. Give me that ball. Probably just be dunking on them like straight Joanna man. Straight Joanna man. Doing 360 windmill dunks. But I'm a girl. I understand the school saying, nah, we not doing that. We setting our girls up. You know, we might win the game, but we got to defend old boy. Who want to take a charge? You know what I'm saying? So what? How are we about that? Do we blame the school? Is the school, are they transphobic? Is the school transphobic? Hold on, am I transphobic? Let me tell you, here's my stance on the whole trans thing. Here's my stance on the whole trans thing. I think you born whatever it is that you're born. I don't think you can feel like something else on the inside. Because I don't know what a woman feels like inside. Because I'm not a woman. Now, I might feel dainty, you know what I'm saying, and effeminate. But that don't mean I feel like a woman feel. I couldn't possibly know. And I would imagine all women feel different. You say, but Emanuel, you know what I'm saying? You got a fairly decent sized penis. So there's no way for you to know. There's no way for you to know what it would feel like to be like, I feel like I should have a vagina. Okay. But there's no way for the person with the penis to know what it feels like to feel like you should have a vagina. So, look, people can say that they feel whatever they feel, but you are who you are. That's who you were born, whatever it is that you are. At the same time, look, it ain't my life. It ain't my life. And if you want to run around saying you feel like a girl or you feel like a boy, as long as it don't hurt me, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you do it. If you go get surgery, that's on you. It's your body. You can do what you want to do. I don't think people should beat up people who are trans or discriminate against them. In terms of, well, you can't work here. You can't support yourself because you're trans. I don't believe that should happen. But now where your trans intersects with my life, I got a right to feel however I feel. And if I feel like it's going to be a problem with a boy playing against a bunch of girls, I got to step in and say, yeah, no, well, that's all right. They win because we not playing. They win this one. I understand it. I understand it. Why I want to know, would it be fair for a man to play in the WNBA? I think as it stands right now, I don't know what the NBA's policy is. I don't know what the NBA's policy is. But it would seem to me like some of those G League guys could just be like, you know what? I can't make the cut on none of these teams. I can't make the cut. Inside, I feel like a woman. Inside, I feel like a woman. I'm a woman. I want to declare myself eligible for the WNBA draft. Say, but you've been playing with the dudes the whole time. Yeah, I wasn't living my truth. But now, I'm going to live my truth. And inside, I feel like a woman, but you don't look like a woman. You transphobic. Because it's not about how I look. It's about my gender identity. And inside, I identify as a woman. And you can't discriminate against me, WNBA. And then just go in there and be killing them like y'all thought Brittany Griner could dunk. It don't seem reasonable to me. It don't seem reasonable. But based on the way that we talk about and view and deal with transgender and all of that kind of stuff, it sounds like it's something that we could see happening. And that would be like the end of the WNBA. Now, they wouldn't make a whole lot of money. I wonder how much money do they make more money in the G League? But see, it's about winning a championship. I think, yes, the 3 times that I've dunked in my life, when I was much younger, I could dunk. Or at least I accomplished it 3 times. And the 3 times in my life that I dunked, I don't know if I actually said, because I think I used everything I had to get up there. But I feel like I said, when I dunked. I think that's what you say. I think it's a rule. Why are you trying to mock me? Yes. At 5'4", when I was young, you wouldn't be able to tell it, but I had some skills. I had leaping ability. I was fast. I was pretty strong. I was fit. And it was a real regulation rim. I got up there. But y'all trying to distract me. So y'all don't like the truth. So y'all want to distract me from the truth. Because y'all all for this woke transgender stuff. No, I'm just playing. But I'm not against it. You can be whoever you want to be in your life. That's your life. That's your life. But yes, a 10-foot rim, Troy. It was a... Yeah, stop distracting me. Stop distracting me. But yeah, I could see it happening. I could see it happening eventually. But I don't have a problem with this team saying we not playing. I don't have a problem with that at all. Hold on. Now let me go back because I want to address what Ben asked earlier about the guy getting yelled, all the commands getting yelled at the guy. Ben says, why haven't you questioned what this man did to be in that situation one time? Ben, are you stupid or something? I clearly said, I laid out what I believe he had done, and I talked about how, if that's all true, he was wrong and he deserves to be punished, but not beat down on the street. I said that. And I said, I'm not even saying that the police are wrong. I just have questions about the training and the reasoning behind that tactic of screaming and cussing. So what are you talking about? Are you stupid? That's an actual question. I want to know. Are you stupid or something? Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody called me. It looks like I missed a call. No, that was a message on I gotta close this Facebook. I'm gonna keep getting messages in my ear. So yeah, to answer your question, I did. All right, let's scroll down. My daughter wouldn't play against no transgender dudes. Keep your big ass lungs and heart away from my baby. All right. TC says, for some reason, I can't play the show on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the personal page, and I'm on the afternoon experiment page. Refresh. I don't know. I'm not sure. Everybody want to know, was it a regular? Yes, it was a regulation. Why is it hard to believe that a short dude can dunk? That's heightist. Don't be heightist. See, that's some hater stuff right there, Wyatt. That's some hater stuff. Don't let these people corrupt you and make you a hater. Don't do it. Let's see. Tria want to know, are we frozen? I don't think I'm frozen. I don't feel frozen. Oh, let's see. JB says hello from Forest Park. Well, hello, JB. Hello. Oh, let me see. There was something else that I saw. Another story that I saw that I wanted to discuss. Daryl says, so you saying you had Spud Webb hops? Actually, I think Spud Webb was taller than I was when I dunked. I wasn't doing all of that stuff Spud Webb was doing, though. I got there and then just put it in. We got, crazy dude. So you ain't dunk on no 10-foot rim. You Oompa Loompa. Your mama a Oompa Loompa. And she can suck my big toe. Why people got to attack people? I don't understand. Tell your mama to come over to my house. All right, Dub. Tell your mama to come over to my house. She'll swear up and down he can dunk. The stuff I do to her, she'll swear up and down. She'll come home and tell you, oh, he can dunk. Lord Jesus, he can dunk. Let's see. On the flip side, in ice hockey in Texas, girls routinely play on the same team and against boys teams in ice hockey through high school, but they don't allow checking. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm mad. Send your mom over here. Let me take it out on her. What else? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Say, now we see why people, what did I do to R-Dub? I didn't say, I hadn't mentioned him, and he wanted to just come in calling names. Y'all know, why? Why? You don't believe that I could dunk. I'm not offended. A lot of y'all didn't believe it. I'm not offended by that. You gonna try to call people names. It wasn't necessary. And y'all know I had to defend myself. I had to defend myself. I bet he won't send his mama to my house. I bet you that. I got money on that. His mama though? Why not? Why not? Mamas need love too. And I'm just the man to give it to her. Let's see. There was something else. Y'all keep trying to get me distracted. There was something else that I wanted to discuss. But I don't even remember what it was now. Oh my goodness. What was it? Oh, now he want to have sex with my mama. I don't necessarily want to. I feel like she probably need it though. She don't date anyone under 5'5". We not talking about dating, bro. I don't want to take your mama on no date. Please. I just got something for her. And she needs it. And I'm the man to give it to her. I wouldn't want to date your mama. She gave birth to you. Stop it.
Excuse me?
Mrs. Livingston wanted to know, somebody talking stuff. I told you send his mama over here. I'll put it on her.
Get both of y'all fucked up. Send her ass over here.
There you go. Mrs. Livingston said we'll both get effed up. Oh. Okay, don't send your mama over here. I don't want to get effed up because you sent your mama over here and I had to do what I had to do. Oh, boy. Let me see. What else we got? Oh, boy. That daggone R-Dub gonna get me messed up. Making me stroke his mama. That ain't good. There was another story that I wanted to discuss, but I can't remember what it was. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. Hey, I haven't said anything that needs some parental discretion. Oh, that was it. Look, I was having a conversation. I don't cuss and all that stuff. So, that's not necessary. Maybe PG-13 at best. Some suggestive language. I had mentioned on my page, because I was on Facebook one day, and out of nowhere, I just kept seeing 6/8, women 6/8 dressed or naked, 6/8 naked. Like the majority of them, but they would have on like some really small, like bikini top that barely covered their breasts. And they would have on like cut off leggings, and they would be pulling them up so that you could see like the print of their, how do you say it so that it's not, because y'all know, so you could see like the print of like, you could see the print of you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And it was just like picture after picture after picture after picture after video after picture. And I was saying, some of the young women, and they, again, to me, they all, because I'm 52 years old. So to me, they all looked like little girls. Fully grown little girls. You know what I'm saying? In the face, it was like them little girls. And they just pulling them up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, really? You know, some of y'all are attractive women. And I understand, you know, everything gets sexualized. It's 2023. You know what I'm saying? You want to get views. You want to get likes. You want to get all of that kind of stuff. But either they was backward facing the camera with a thong on, or they was facing forward with the cut off things, pulling they stuff up, you know, showing they, you know. And I'm like, I think we've gone too far. I get the sexualization of stuff and people. I understand it. Attractive is attractive. So I understand sexualization. I understand it. I don't like saying camel toe, because for years I didn't know what that meant. So I don't like saying that. So I'll come up with something. But I understand it. But my thing is, I kind of like seeing just attractive, classy women. Like, believe it or not, you can even be in a bathing suit, a thong bathing suit. There's a guy who, his stuff pop up on my timeline all the time. If I go to, where's my Facebook page? Because I want to say his name. Rodney Hurd. He's a photographer, but like all day, it's like he don't do nothing but post pictures of women. Sometimes they're attractive, sometimes not so much. But that's that's it. That's all he posts. And every time I was somewhere, I was talking to my pastor, and I pulled up my Facebook page, and his little story is the first thing that come up. And it's a 6/8 naked woman. And I'm like, this is just Facebook. It ain't my fault that it's there. But yeah, he posts those. Some of them, they'll be in bikinis and stuff. Because a bikini there's nothing wrong with just having on a bikini. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's classy ways to pose. Or, you know, some of them just standing there. Nice looking women. You can't beat that. And I'm like, every once in a while, I just want to see a picture of a nice woman. If you got to take a picture, if you got to do a post on your little reel or whatever, just a nice, classy looking woman. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? So I'm like, I would really rather, Mrs. Livingston is all right. She gone upstairs. Mrs. Livingston is fine. But just a classy looking woman. But then it was this person who tried to turn it back around on me. And I don't understand people. I don't understand. Talking about I disagree with you. First, I don't know that you can disagree with me, because all I did was say my opinion. You may feel differently, but you can't. Technically you can. It just makes you silly. You can't disagree that I want to see classy women. Because that's basically all the post said. Everything is sexualized, but I want to see pictures of women without their booty sticking out and without their leggings pulled up into their crotch. How do you look at that and say, I disagree with you? So you're saying, I definitely don't want to see pictures of women with their booty sticking out. And like, that don't make sense. But then it's only sexual if you make it that way. No, it's not. Sexual stuff, there are people who intentionally, y'all see it. I'm not telling y'all nothing y'all don't see on a regular basis. You can see it walking down the street. And actually had people on her team like, yeah, if you ain't looking at them that way, then it's not sexual. If you are pulling up your cut off leggings for me to see the print of your, that's not a me thing. That's a you thing. I'm like, skip or next or close or whatever. That's a you thing. I'm not going to allow people to flip that around. People can wear anything they want to wear, and then you the one who make it sexual. No, they're intentionally trying to draw attention to them, sexual attention to themselves. It's intentional. You don't pull your clothes up into, look, if it was a man standing in his driveway with some biker shorts on, squeezing out the print of his penis, and then telling everybody, well, don't look at it. You'll be like, bruh, you nasty. Stop doing that. Somebody call the police on him. He in his driveway showing people the print of his penis. Well, no, it's not sexual if you don't think about it as sexual. Stop it. That don't make sense. Like, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about just in general women wearing leggings. That's not what I'm talking about. If you wearing leggings, that's one thing. If you wearing a bikini, that's one thing. But y'all know what I'm talking about. And that stuff ain't got nothing to do with it's all in your mind. What you look, if you wasn't looking at it sexual, then it ain't sexual. Stop it. That's nonsense. Nonsense. And I get. You know what I'm talking about, Tria. You know what I'm saying. And this ain't even necessarily, this ain't a kind of a judgmental thing. Because again, I'm not saying you're not allowed to dress how you want to dress. If you wear revealing clothes, then you're sexualized and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's different. I'm having sex with your mama to teach her a lesson. That's totally different. You heard me. You keep bringing it up. You telling you it's gonna be rough on your mama if you don't stop. It's gonna be rough on your mama if you don't stop. But yeah, no, they out there. It's not in the mind of the person, and it's not even I'm old and I ain't paying no attention, and women need to wear stuff up to their neck and down to their feet. I'm not even on that tip. I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. And again, all I was really saying was, at that moment, my timeline was overloaded with young girls showing they goods off. And I was like, can't we have, like, where's the classy chicks? Just a nice, beautiful young lady. Where's that? Oh, it's all in your mind if you ain't looking. She in the mirror with one leg up there, you know what I'm saying? Taking a picture, a selfie of herself in the mirror with her legs cocked open, with her stuff pulled into her, That's not all in my mind. Well, some men think breastfeeding is sexual. We not talking about that. We not talking about that. Tina says, men should not wear gray sweatpants. Well, Tina, that's foolish. That's foolish. But I just, sometimes I don't be understanding how people take stuff and turn it around. And instead of saying, I don't know that there's really anything that even should have been said about that. Janice says, over-sexualization has become the norm. People have become immune. I think look, I won't say I'm immune. But most times, you know what I'm saying, I don't really think about it. You see it. And, you know what I'm saying, you just keep going. You keep scrolling. But when you scroll and it's like 10 in a row and that's all you see, you like, dang. Really? Social media has created a society of jet centerfolds. They didn't have the jet centerfolds posed the way that these chicks be posed. I can live with the jet centerfold. Look, I get it. You go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? You work out, you feel like you look good. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't go to the gym and you feel like you got what somebody want to see. And so, you know what I'm saying, you put on your, as we used to call it, you put on your whole kit and stand in the mirror and take a picture. Okay. But when you know what I'm saying, when you take it another step and you throw your leg up on the mirror and you stand there, you spread your legs apart and you pull your pants up almost to your to your armpits so that them stretch pants is all up in there and there's nothing left to the imagination. That's overboard for me. Ben says, stay off them sites, the algorithm catching up with you. No, this is Facebook. This is just my simple timeline. Especially when you get to the reels. Oh my God. Modesty, you know, look, now I'm sounding old, but there's still a place for modesty. There's still a place for, okay, how modest can you be with the shortest shorts that you can find on and bikini tops that barely cover your nipples? But somehow, women manage to do that and somehow still look classy. Well, I want to know, do women feel men do the same thing on social media? I think women, first, I don't think men do that for the most part. I don't think men do that for the most part. But secondly, I don't think women would really, no, they would. Women would have a problem with it. They talk that stuff, but women would have a problem with it. Because it's just not good. It's just not good. Boost says they have no home training. All right. Renita says, young men, yes. Tina says, men do the same thing on social media. Look, I'm pleading ignorance here. See how that works? I don't have a problem saying I'm ignorant about a thing that I'm ignorant about. I know a lot of y'all have a problem with that. A lot of y'all have a problem saying I don't know. But I'm ignorant about that. I don't see men in shorts pulling them as tight as they can so that you can see the print of their penis. I'm not saying it don't happen. I've never seen it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Yeah, I can share some links. No, do not. I will block you if you send me. And y'all know I don't block people. I'm telling you right now, I will block you if you send me something like that. But I don't see that on social media. So are you saying you see that on social media? You see men doing that. I'm not talking about a man in the gym taking a picture of him flexing. That's not what I'm talking about. Tina, you honestly see that? You see men do that? Jenna says gay men would love it. I don't know if gay men would love it. I think that plays into a certain stereotype, Janice. I think that and if you talk to men, if you talk to gay men, they would tell you that they're not preoccupied with sex like that. That's what they would say. I don't know it to be true or not true. I have to be honest, my inclination is to believe that they probably are. But I don't know that. Fame says, Tina, I'm gonna wear gray sweats when he go to Beyonce concert in Louisville. We might have company if I wear the ones from 3 years ago when I was about 12 pounds lighter. All right. Lady K says on TikTok, they be shaking that thing. Eee. Tina says, yes, I hit the like button all the time. Okay. All right. Y'all like that stuff. Y'all just nastiness. Somebody want me to call Marcus Jenkins and ask him. I don't have Marcus's number. But again, I don't know. Why it says women tend to show skin, men tend to flash cash. Women show skin, men flash cash. And again, that's because to a certain degree, we know what the other likes. We know what the other likes. So I'm not saying don't be sexy in your pictures. Because I know, that's the thing. It overwhelmed me yesterday. And I was just like, this is just too much. I just posted what I posted and then kind of shut it down for a minute. Lady K says she see it, but she scrolled right on past. I don't know if I believe you on that one, Lady K. It was by the way you said it. I don't know if I believe you on that one. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. I kind of want to get into this, but I don't. No, I'm not even going to get into it. 717-5464. I don't really have much else that I wanted to discuss. I can't find the story that I wanted to discuss with y'all. I can't find the story that I wanted to discuss with y'all. I don't have much more to call in. Much more that I saw old Goofy's thing. Y'all see what happened when you give somebody a little bit of attention. And he can't stop. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gave you that much attention. I apologize. Not for what I said, and I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to everybody else that I gave you attention and now you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you somebody now and people focused on you. Nobody's really focused on you. Yeah, I think that was about it. That was about it. Let me let y'all know, I will not be on at all next week. Next week is a day where I won't be here. I mean, next week is a week where I won't be here. I won't do a show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I have things that I must do, and I won't be here. I won't be here. So just bear that in mind. Sort of on topic, but me and Mr. Jones was laughing last night about how I made him recreate the Janet cover. Oh. I was scared to save it in my phone in case it was hacked. Well, I mean, that's your husband. That's some kind of freaky stuff y'all doing. Y'all took a video of y'allself. I'm sorry, just so that I make sure I understand what happened. Y'all set up the camera and took a video of y'allself of him snatching off so that one of the twins was exposed, and recorded it and then deleted it. That sounds weird. That's some weird married people stuff. That's some weird married people stuff. Oh, Lisa Baker said, keep her out your mouth. Trust me, Lisa Baker's never been in my mouth. Let's see. You don't think you would get tired if you had a lot of candy around you? Addicted to sugar. I don't know what that... Leonard, I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand what you're asking me. Jason, I saw your comment. I just scrolled by it. I know I said I was going to call you. I wrote a note, but that Zoom meeting that I had lasted longer than I thought it would. I hope Mr. Thomas wasn't wearing the pasty. Nothing wrong with homemade flicks. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It just seemed like a weird thing to do. If Mrs. Livingston said to me, oh, you was downstairs talking all that S, because she be cussing. I don't cuss, but she be cussing. You was downstairs talking all that S. Now get up here and bring your camera. We gonna recreate Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl. What? We gonna do what? That don't even make sense to me. What are you talking about? What? So we gonna sing? How much of this are we gonna recreate? We gonna do the whole routine. We gonna sing the song, and then I'm gonna have you naked at the end of this song and snatch something off, and then your titty gonna pop out, and we gonna record it. What? That's some rich married couple stuff. Yeah. Oh, the album cover. Okay. Well, that sounds a little more reasonable. All right. But I could see you doing the Justin Timberlake thing. Mike Jones. Like, I'm going to have you naked by the end of this song, In my mind, that's how he sing. But you talking about, no, the Janet cover where the dude is holding her, or holding her titties. You wanted to see if he could do it because you top heavy. So if you've never heard somebody humble brag, or you ever thought, what is humble bragging? What does that mean? That's where one way to do it is to bring up something that nobody's talking about. And then kind of towards the end of it, make it about something else. I want to see if we could recreate this cover and see if he could do it because, you know, I got big titties. Like what? 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 Oh, boy. Black Russian says, I'm late, but good afternoon from Wright Patterson. Good afternoon. If you didn't know, apparently Myosha, she got some big old titties. I think that was the whole point of that story. I just wanted to see if he could accomplish it because I'm so top heavy. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Leonard says, I don't think you get tired of candy. Oh, okay. Where are you going with this, Leonard? I don't know. What are you talking about? I do like candy. I'm addicted to sugar. Did I miss something? It's every once in a while I black out. Did I black out and go on a tangent about loving sugar or something? Did that happen? I went into like a sugar coma and was talking about how much I love sugar. And so Leonard was like, he really loves sugar. What? How did this come up? How did this come up, Leonard? Oh, Myosha says, no movie. She not into that. All right. Janice says, don't be scared. I would be scared. I wouldn't know what's happening. I wouldn't know what's happening. Being overweight is not a humble brag, and you were talking about sexy pictures. Oh, that's how we worked that into that. Sexy pictures. I was gonna have my husband do a picture with me like the Janet Jackson cover where he takes his hands from behind and hold my breasts. But my breasts are so big, I'm not sure that he could accomplish that. But I'm ashamed of it because it's about me being overweight. You didn't say nothing about being overweight. You talked about being top heavy. And we all know that's code for I got big titties. We all know that. Stop it. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody. 513-717-5464. I like Myosha. She's my friend. But I know a humble brag when I hear one. I did not humble brag about me and his mama. I did not. I would go into it, but then it would stir him up again and he would come back for more attention. Who needs that? Who needs that? I'm sure Mrs. Livingston will be gentle. She better not be. She better not be. Hey, I'm all for bringing it. Bring it. I didn't say I'm ashamed. I'm down 12 pounds. I'm going to be back down to 150 by next year. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, Leonard, he about to make it make sense. You blacked out talking about not wanting to see women in shorts and a bra. That's not what I said. If that's what you heard, you should listen more carefully. And honestly, I think that's what the person who was challenging me heard too. And I try to be clear when I talk about stuff. Y'all all just heard me say all of that stuff I heard. In hearing that, what you got from that is, I don't want to see women in shorts and a bra. Is that what y'all heard? Because if so, I need to work on my communication skills. I really need to work on my communication skills. Leonard says yes. Leonard said yes. Anybody else? Is that what you heard from all of that stuff that I said? The takeaway was, I don't want to see women in a bra and shorts. Nikki says Leonard is listening to the wrong show. I think so. I really believe that we have a deficiency. And when I say we, I don't necessarily mean black people, even though I mostly talk to black people when I'm having conversations and experience this. I mostly get it. But again, that's because I mostly talk to black people, where I can say stuff and try to be as clear as I can. And I think most reasonable people would hear one thing. But there are another group of people hearing something totally different. So Nikki says, no, that's not what she heard. Brent says, no, that's not what he heard. So can we work on just our ability to, because I talk about critical thinking, because I talk about logical reasoning. But how about just listening? Can we work on our listening ability? Look, I'm gonna bring Wyatt up. I think he's gone now, so we can talk about him. I listen to Wyatt. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of what I hear Wyatt say, but I listen close enough that I can understand what it is that he's trying to say. And so that keeps me from being offended, because I know some of y'all will listen to Wyatt and be like, oh, he, capping for the police, or he capping for this, he capping for that. I don't hear that when I listen to Wyatt. Well, every once in a while I do. But for the most part, I don't hear that when I'm listening to Wyatt. I hear what it is that he's saying, and I try to listen. Number one, I try to listen to all of the words that he says in the sequence that he's saying them in, and understand the meanings of those words in that particular order. I do that. But I try to not take what I feel and put that on him. I really try to listen and hear what it is that he's trying to say. That helps me, as y'all like to say, not get in my feelings. Because I'm trying to listen and think and figure it all out. Instead of going in, I heard something and that mean this to me, so that's got to be what he mean, and he not agreeing with what I say. So that you are doing the old man thing. Get off my line. How so? How so, Leonard? How am I doing the old man thing? Get off my line. Let me help you. Let me explain. Try to explain again what I heard. But before I do that, I want to ask you a question. I want to kind of do a little bit of a call and response thing. Oh, I missed Key's call. I'm sorry, Key. Key, call back. I was too busy being frustrated with the lack of critical listening ability. So, Leonard, just yes or no. Are you listening? You can just type it real quick and then I'll go. So, are you listening? Yes or no? And again, Key, call back. I apologize. I missed your call. I meant to put the ringer on. Okay, Leonard says yes. Leonard, what I said, I'm not talking about women wearing fitted clothes or shorts or bikinis or anything of that nature. Now, did you hear that part? Yes or no? I am not talking about women wearing small, fitted, or even bikinis. Did you hear that part? Yes. I'm talking about women taking pictures and videos and posting them on social media that are so sexually suggestive that it is hard to believe that they're doing anything except trying to get sexual attention. Okay, did you hear that part? I'm not just talking about what they're wearing. It's more about the actions and the intentions. Did you hear that? Yes. Okay. So you can take not you, women taking pictures in a bikini, not a problem for me. Women taking pictures even with cut off leggings on, not a problem for me. Do you understand that so far? Yes or no? So I'm waiting for him to respond. Do you understand that? Yes. What I'm talking about, and forgive some of my terminology here, in particular, there's this thing going around where women take pictures or video of themselves with cut off leggings. I'm calling them cut off leggings. They might just be like I don't know what they are. They look like cut off leggings to me. They're really small shorts with a lot of elasticity to them. So I'm calling them cut off leggings, but whatever they're technically called. But there's this thing that they do where they take the end of the shorts, and they are very elastic. They open their legs a little bit and they pull the shorts all the way up to their armpits. What that does is right in that crotchal area, in the crotchal area, it gives off a coochie print. Okay? So you can see the full print of the coochie. Do you understand that, Leonard? Ron says that's a little camel toe. And sometimes it's not so little. But do you understand that, Leonard? Say, come on, man. We know why they doing it. So would that be a yes? You understand that? And what I'm saying is, I don't like that. Or I'm not even necessarily saying I don't like that. What I'm saying is, I'm not sure that that's necessary to get attention. And I wish that I would see less of that and more of beautiful women taking slightly less overtly sexual photos and posting them on social media. Now, does that make sense to you? Myosha says, what in the hell are you looking at? I've never seen any pictures like that, thank goodness. I saw about 12 of them in a row yesterday. This chick standing in the mirror. No, Wyatt, I'm not talking about fans. Oh my goodness. Hold on, hold on. This just be simple stuff. Oh, there's music playing there. This be simple stuff I be seeing on my page. Just stuff I be seeing on my page. See, she ain't pulling hers up. Oh no. See, this one, I'm not even gonna show it because that one don't count because she's not pulling hers up to her armpits. Myosha says, I imagine that might hurt pulling your shorts up that high. I imagine that too. But those are the pictures that I'm seeing. Those are the pictures that I'm seeing. And all I'm saying is, I wish less women would take those pictures and more women, you know, if you into the whole social media, taking pictures of myself, making videos of myself, I wish less would do that extremely sexually suggestive stuff and more would do more classy stuff, even wearing the same hookup. So I'm not saying I don't want to see women in shorts and bras. If that's all you heard, something's wrong with you. If that's all you heard, something's wrong with you. Nat says, gotta say, when I watch the women rappers perform, I feel like I'm at Magic City. Well, I think a whole lot of they thing, and I did see a little video where a woman said that, and I don't follow hip hop, but there was a woman who was commenting I'm not sure which, commenting on females in hip hop. And she said, all of your biggest female rappers right now, and she named a few. I know she named Cardi B, and she named, who was the other girl? I don't know her name. Raven played that, the body, yaddy, 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 her. She was like, all of the current top female rappers are former strippers. So it makes sense. I'm not saying that to be true. I don't know that to be true. She said that. But it makes sense to me then that when you watch them perform, it kind of feel like you watching a strip show. Because to a large degree, like I don't watch the BET Awards no more because I don't need to see a whole lot of strippers masquerading as rappers. Even a lot of the R&B singers, well, not a lot because I don't know a lot of them, but even the few R&B singers that I saw on the last BET Awards show that I watched came out and basically did the same thing. They basically did a striptease act without taking off all of their clothes. I'm not making this up. This is what they do. And again, they can do it. I'm not saying don't do it. You can do it. I'm just saying I wish it was me sharing a personal preference, which to some degree, that's what social media is for. I just said, I wish that I would see less of that and more classy. And of course, this is my definition of classy, because even what I'm saying when I say classy, like even wearing the same little stretchy shorts, but just not pulling them all the way up. You can stand there in the mirror, take your little picture, show your little body off, and stop the video without having to pull it up so that I can see, you know what I'm saying? So I can see your coochie print. You can do that. That's all I'm saying. A little less overtly sexual. And again, that was just my preference, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, that's the one. Everybody telling me that it's the Stallion. Cardi B used to be a stripper and a porn star. Again, I don't know that to be true. Shahara says, I'm not sure Megan was a stripper. Somebody may know for sure, but I don't think she was. Well, whoever this young lady said that she was. I don't know it to be true. That's why I did say it when I was saying it. I don't know this to be true. I don't follow hip hop. But whether it's true or not, if you watch, and I watched her at the BET Awards, and basically all she did was kind of a little strip simulated sex show. LaDonna says, I can't hear. Maybe refresh. Try refreshing. Boost Boost says, this is the new culture. Mayosha hates when people take pictures in the mirror and their mirror is dirty. Okay. Tessie says Cardi B was the stripper. Like, so, because when you say, Tessie, Cardi B was the stripper, you're saying she's the only female rapper out now who was ever a stripper? Or was, maybe if I was rewriting this, I would say Cardi B was one of the ones who was a stripper. Daryl says, I feel like the woman who posts those types of videos only have to offer, and that's it. I don't know that to be the case. I really just believe that's the culture. That's gonna get you clicks. No ifs, no ands, no buts. That's gonna get you clicks. They might be, you know what I'm saying, a rocket scientist. Oh, daggone it. CK, call back. I gotta wait for somebody to call for me to actually turn the ringer on so that I don't have to be looking at the screen to see the call. So look, somebody call 717-5464. I won't necessarily say nothing to you, but I want to be able to turn the ringer on so that I can hear it when someone calls. So somebody called the number. Hold on, I see Key. It says Key is calling, but now it's not showing me. Hold on. Let me do a little refresh here. Refresh. There we go. There we go. It took me a minute.
I had to call you back.
Thank you, Key. How you doing?
Yeah. All right, and you, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay. Let me cut you down so it won't be no double up. Because, you know, it's a delay. I was calling earlier when you was laughing, talking about different stuff. I was calling like you was cutting up. You liking this topic, huh? Because you was laughing and being all graphic and being animated. But then you mellowed back out.
I don't remember doing that, Key. But if
yeah,
you say I did it.
The way you describing the upper woman part. And then you was talking about the pipe when you lay, talking about your size and stuff. I'm like, Emanuel is cutting up, ain't he?
What? I don't even think I talked about my plumbing skills at all today.
No, not the skills, but the size. Talking about some, what you say? It's a nice something you said about the size. I'm like, Emanuel is cutting up today.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was about like
maybe I blacked
3 o'clock hours.
Oh.
You probably don't know because you just comes so natural to you. I was like, Emmanuel, he cutting up today. But yeah, I was just calling just to support and say, hey, that's it. I ain't want nothing.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Key.
Okay. And I also too was calling you to let you know about the phone too. So that's why you see my name up there so many times.
Yes, I had to refresh in order for it to come up, and I see CK is calling right now. So
okay,
CK,
I'll let him get in. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.
All right, Key. I appreciate you calling.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, I don't remember saying any of that stuff. I don't remember saying no. I didn't talk about my skills necessarily. All right, CK, you can go ahead and call back now. You know, I was on the line with. I don't have a system with multiple lines. So if I'm on the phone with somebody, I see that you're calling, but if I answer that call, it hangs up on the person that I'm currently talking to. So I apologize for that, CK, but you can call back, and I will see your call this time, and I will answer. All right. Key sounds so laid back. What's she on? She just relaxed. She chill. She just chill. Terry says they get paid on OnlyFans to show all that, but not on Facebook. But it really is it's the culture. I mean, it's the culture now. Hold on, I got CK calling. CK.
What's up, Livingston?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Man, you totally wrong on this subject.
Really?
You heard what you said. You misspoke. No ifs, no ands, and a whole lot of buts.
What did I say that was wrong?
You said it ain't no buts. It's a whole lot of butt.
Huh?
That's what they showing. They shaking that ass, ain't they?
They are.
Come on now. Revolutionize the sport. Revolutionize the booty game. Now they getting BBLs everywhere. You hear me?
What's a
Megan Thee Stallion.
Hold on.
Cardi B.
Hold on. What's BBLs?
Big booty lift. They going over the DR, going to all these places getting it.
They get
Dr. Miami.
big.
Ass. Cardi B say she don't take no Plan B because she's swallowing the semen. That's what she said. Revolutionize the sport. You hear me? Slut walk. Amber Rose.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. This the game now. Can't stand the heat. Get the hell out the kitchen. You hear me? They took over.
But okay.
You know what I mean?
But again, what did I say that was wrong? Look, if that's what Cardi B want to do, let Cardi B do that. Let her dress like that. Let her act like that. Let her dance like that. Let her swallow like that. I'm not telling her. I'm not telling her not to do that. All I said was I wish less of them would do that, and that more. If you're gonna be just posting pictures of yourself, I'd rather see more just classy beauty or classic beauty than, I guess, what, slutty beauty or whatever the terminology one would use.
No, but like you said, this is what it is. This is the new evolution. They revolutionized. They poked them lips out, poked that booty out. Now all the pictures, they poking that booty out. Right?
Yes, that is very true. Yes.
In the dirty mirrors, you know what I mean? One of the commenters said it's the dirty mirrors. So, you know what I mean? They but you got to look at their goal. They're trying to, get to the youth. That's what it looks like. They're trying to influence, the head honcho influence the young chicks to follow in their footsteps. Like if you listen to their song WAP, they talking about, going to mess with a dude so he could pay for your college tuition. You know what I mean? That's how Cardi B, she, a lot of time they go to stripping so they can pay for college, but then the stripping pay so much, they be like, shoot, why go to college? I'm going to make more money doing this than, going to college. Now look at how it worked out for Cardi B. She got Offset. See, they winning. This is all, when Amber started that slut walk, they was telling you, like, this is where we taking it now. You know what I mean? The evolution of the sport.
And I guess,
because you remember,
I guess it's like, what I'm saying, when hip hop took off, which I guess this is still a thing where you got 50-year-olds still aspiring and make it big in hip hop. And, everybody ain't going to be a hip hop artist, but everybody want to be a rapper. And so maybe that's what I'm seeing. Everybody ain't gonna turn into Cardi B, but everybody's shooting a shot, trying.
Yeah, exactly. They trying to be there because like the lyricism is gone. I wanted to ask you, did you see the top 200 singers of all time by Rolling Stones?
No, but I don't really look at lists and stuff like that. I don't do it for a reason. I mean, there are a number of reasons that I don't do it, but like somebody posted something about the greatest female vocalists of all time, and I responded back, kind of tongue in cheek, but kind of not. Like, I would have to listen to every female vocalist in the history of the world who's ever sang to make that determination. So when you talk about, stuff like all-time lists and stuff like that, that's all just stuff to get you to read it and to create conversation. but you probably the greatest singer of all time never recorded. You know what I'm saying? It's quite possible the greatest singer of all time never recorded. She was singing back before they even had recording devices. There is no way for us to accurately make that judgment. And so lists like that are just for conversation.
No, we saying the people. It's like, man, if I say who the top boxers are all time, who the people that made it, we ain't talking about just. We talking about people that you heard. Like, in your opinion, who is the best vocalist you ever heard? Who had the best voice in your opinion?
See, again, so you're talking about recording artists, not necessarily the best vocalist, because the best vocalist may have never recorded anything. Like,
yeah, because I know you sing, like, who's somebody that stood out to you, like the first name that come to your mind?
Well, let me preface it by saying I wouldn't say that this is the best. I would say that this is my favorite, which makes a huge difference when you're saying someone is the best at something as opposed to your favorite at something. And I would say for me, my tie is Stevie Wonder and Charlie Wilson.
Woo! I think, yeah, that's a hell of a list. Now, I'm going to give you the top three, and it was phenomenal. Number one, Rolling Stones, Aretha Franklin. Number two, Whitney Houston. Number three, Sam Cooke. And ranked at a number 86 is Michael Jackson.
Okay, and I'll get whoever wrote that has a right to their opinion, but that it means that's why I don't read them, because they mean nothing to me.
No, but I'm saying when you said Stevie Wonder, he made the top 10. Number 7.
Okay.
Phenomenal. See, all you wanted, it's just like if they was ranking greatest talk show hosts of all time, and you ranked you was on Rolling Stones. You know, remember Lincoln Ware was on it. He was like number 40 something, I believe.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment. It's like, long as you in the conversation, you are the greatest.
Well, again, like
LeBron.
Again, it's all subjective. I don't know that I agree that as long as you're in the conversation, you know, you're one of the top. I don't necessarily agree with that, but you know, it's something for people to talk about.
Yeah, like would you agree like LeBron and Michael Jordan is up there, top basketball players of all time?
The top to ever play in the NBA?
Yeah, there we go. Better.
Maybe.
See? Then that's how. So all these young kids, that's what they're aspiring to be. You just want to be taught. So once you start your NBA career, you're trying to be up there with the greats. Like Ali want to be up there with Joe Louis. Tyson want to be up there with Ali. You know what I mean? Wilder want to be up there with Tyson. That's all it is. If you start singing, if they putting you in there with the conversation of being up there with Michael Jackson, hey, you done did what you had to do.
See, I don't know that. Look, I think if I ever released a album, and I know people will say something about album, but that's debating the actual medium. But the album just being like how you do a photo album, it's just a collection of works. So if I ever released an album, I don't care if they put me in the conversation. How much money did I make? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would care about. How much money did I make? You could leave me off your list if it mean, you know what I'm saying? But different people do different things for different reasons.
And the money is the key, because like that's why I be telling people Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time, because he's a prize fighter. He made more in one fight than most of these guys made their whole careers.
So then maybe
See,
he's not the greatest boxer of all time. Maybe he's the most commercially successful boxer of all time.
Accomplished, yep. Most accomplished, or yeah, I see what you mean. But look what you had to do to get to your level. You know what I mean? You got guys in your game like Howard Stern. Rudy Ray Moore, Rush Limbaugh. These people in your career, these guys, you know, if they mention you up there with the great, this is what you're trying to get to the elevation, and it's about the paper. It's all always about the paper.
No, I don't. I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do appreciate your call, CK.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, man. Much love to Cincinnati. We gonna win another Super Bowl site. Hey, have a great one, brother.
All right. That was CK. I don't necessarily agree. Well, look, they will never mention me. Whoever they are, who are making lists of the best or the top talk show. I probably don't come into anyone's mind, but I am actually the king of talk. So I don't care. I know the truth. The people, the governing body, they know the truth. I didn't become the king for nothing. So I don't ever have to be mentioned with them. That doesn't define me. 513-717-5464. Yes, another Super Bowl. Didn't Cincinnati win the Super Bowl last year or the year before or something like that? Yeah. So they're going to win another one. I'm not following that stuff. Let me see, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. Again, won't be here next week. Carolyn says, another Super Bowl, so they won one already. I thought they did. CK said another one. I assume they won one. I know everybody was talking about Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. So I assume they won. Look, again, I told y'all. I was under the impression, just listening to the people who like football, I was under the impression that Cincinnati was going to play, was going to win the AFC Championship game. They were going to win the NFC Championship game. And then they were going to play themselves in the Super Bowl and bring home 2 Super Bowl trophies. Now, somebody told me that didn't happen. But I was listening to all of the fans, and I was just, I believed that it was going to happen. They talked about how good Cincinnati was. So, I don't know. So you're telling me that they didn't play themselves in the Super Bowl and bring home 2 Super Bowl trophies? Crystal says, we made it to the dance and lost. Who was we? So what team you play on, Crystal? You made it? I'm confused now. So are you going to gaslight that old angry dude so he can threaten you again and you can take off? I didn't say anything. Hold on. I think I said this. I know I posted it. But the bottom line is, I didn't mention no names. I didn't mention a single name. I keep going out of my way to not mention anybody's name. So, if I say something about people threatening to murder me, and you never threatened to murder me, you shouldn't be concerned. But if I say something about people threatening to murder me, and you start going bonkers, you might be the one who threatened to murder me. Don't be mad at me, because you threatened to murder me. No show tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. FYM, I don't know what that means. We equals Bengals. Does it? I didn't know that. Emmanuel is such a downer. What'd I do? Fans have a right to be excited, especially here in Cincy, or when Cincy teams haven't won anything in decades. Who did I tell not to be excited? I didn't tell nobody not to be excited. How am I a downer? Explain that to me. FYM means, oh, see, that's profanity. I don't cuss. F you mean. Okay. I did not know that we equal the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I be hearing people all the time, like, say, Phoenix Suns fans. They be like, we gonna win the NBA title. So when they say that, they talking about the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna win the NBA title? Wow. I didn't know that. Thank you for... look, I'm gonna get on them now. Because I don't follow the NFL. But I know that the Cincinnati Bengals are not going to win the NBA championship this year. But I be hearing people like, we going to win the NBA title. Like when I was in Indy, there were Lakers fans there, and they were like, well, we going to win tonight, and then we going to go on to win the NBA championship. I did not know they were talking about the Cincinnati Bengals. I had to let them know. Y'all are not winning the NBA championship. And sorry, if that makes me a downer, telling Bengals fans that they are not going to win the NBA championship. See, I'm pretty confident on that one. I'll put money on that one, and I don't even bet. I'll put money on the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals are not going to win the NBA championship anytime soon. I'll put money on that. What? Why? Somebody just told me we means Cincinnati Bengals. Somebody just told me that. And somebody just sent me a book. I don't know. Who sent me a book? Renita. She says, I know that's right. If it ain't built up from my stair climbing and walking. Oh, I think she's talking about booty surgery. E-man, stop it. Kelly Prather says, I'm not a downer. I have a right to my opinion. If you disagree with my opinion on this, you are living in a fantasy world. You're living in a fantasy world. I'm telling you, that I don't say this often, but I guarantee we ain't winning the NBA title. And I keep hearing people say it. And all of this time, I was thinking it meant something else. Crystal says, see, that's why these folks threaten you. Because people threaten me because the Bengals are not going to win the NBA championship. That's why. I've been wondering this whole time. I thought I had a disorder. I thought I had some sort of a disorder. But now I feel better about it. People threaten me because the Bengals are not going to win the NBA championship. All right. Mayosha says, I can't lie. I be doing that we stuff all the time with Mr. Jones. He got a good check from his side hustle. And I was like, look at the money we got. We, of course, being the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Because that's what she said we mean. She said we mean the Bengals. Kelly Prather says, the Bengals are in the NFL. Why are we debating if they are winning the NBA title? I don't know. I hear a lot of people, like I said, when I was in Indy, there was some Lakers fans. And they were like, we going to win tonight and we going to win the NBA title. And then was it Crystal who just told me that when people say we, they mean the Cincinnati Bengals? It didn't make sense to me either. I just go with the logic that's presented to me. I don't know how all of this stuff works. Kim says they're not basketball players. You need to tell then Cincinnati Bengals fans that, because I heard them at an NBA game talking about we gonna win the NBA title. And apparently we means Cincinnati Bengals. Daryl says another humble brag comment. And it went over my head, Daryl. That's right. She talking about how much money we got. That one went right over my head. Real humble brag. It's because we rich. And my husband just got so much money. And I was like, look how much money we got. Yes, it went over my head. Completely. See, that's what humble bragging works. Because people don't even think about the fact that you're bragging, but you're bragging about the fact that your husband his side hustle makes so much money. Like, that ain't even his real rich man job. His side hustle makes so much money. And thank you. I missed it. Let me see. Let me get ready to get out of here. You don't be mad at us. You the one keep humble bragging. You got some big old titties and a lot of money. You know, how do we know that? Because you said both of them. It's such a way as to draw attention from yourself while drawing attention to yourself. Your husband's hands and arms ain't strong enough to handle all the titty you got. You know what I'm saying? Who says that? When you going back to Radio 1? Probably not. Look, I'm telling y'all, if they offer me a job, I would consider it. But I'm telling you, my base, the smaller amount of money would be $80,000. That's if I'm part-time. Kelly.
Hey, E-Man, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey, I know you're about to get out of here, but I just wanted to call and thank you so much for chiming in or providing just alternative information or providing insight into the issue with Crime Stoppers leaking the information to the community. And, you know, I think the fact that the officer, I'm not even going to say her name because I don't want this to be about her, the officer redacting or coming back and saying that people do give their names, but the comments or the names are redacted, it's just confirmation that, you know, maybe she didn't know. She didn't know these people who were leaking information, or Casey Carter was out in the community, you know, leaking information. And, you know, it's just, all in all, it just speaks to the fact that the Cincinnati Police Department there needs to be some changes within the Cincinnati Police Department. We have good officers, we have bad officers, and we have horrible officers. And some of the officers who have targeted our community are those horrible officers. So, you know, I just wanted to call you and just tell you that I really appreciate that insight. And,
now
you know,
Kelly, just in the sake of fairness, I don't know that what you said happened. I'm not agreeing with you that happened or anything like that. All I'm doing is trying to get people to get out of that mindset. And really, I'll be honest, I'm doing it for selfish reasons, because some of the things that I'm about to start doing might put me in the crosshairs of law enforcement. And I don't need people, just because the police say it, to accept it as a fact. I need people to be able to objectively look at it and say, hold on, what this person said is possible. Don't completely shut yourself off to the idea that it's not possible. But just so, I'm not saying Lisa Baker did anything wrong or any other officer did anything wrong in that situation. I'm just open to the possibility that wrongdoing happens.
Right, and I totally get that, and I never assume that you're saying that I was right or that I was wrong. You're just showing integrity in journalism because, again, you don't know, but you're just trying to help people to open their minds and say, hey, anything is possible, because anything is possible. And, you know, I have no like I said, I have no reason. I think I shared this with Lincoln. I have no reason to call and make up a ridiculous ass lie about something that serious. And the reason, people were questioning, like, well, why is she still not letting this go? As I stated, I called about my nephew who got shot 6 times. 6 times. And the response that I got when I called and gave the tip, they met with the suspect, told the suspect that I was the one who called, which I didn't have a problem with it because I would tell this young man he needs to be held accountable. But my issue is that when I called back to see if they acted on the tip, she asked me, she said, well, is your husband? And she said, is your nephew dead? She asked me if he was dead. I said, no, he's not dead. I said, but, the reason she asked if he was dead, when she said that, it was almost like, had he died, it would be more of a priority. The fact that he was shot was a priority. So, I just wanted to give you a little insight, but I did reach out to Chief Fiji today, and I encouraged her to go back and look at the call logs and see if just to confirm that had happened. And I'm also working with the Department of Justice and reaching out to Bing Crump to look into this and help me address not only this case, but some of those cold cases. Some of those cold cases that I was talking about, those were nephews who were murdered. Emanuel, I think I told you that I had 6 nephews who were murdered. 6 who were murdered, 10 family members who were incarcerated. Now they're trying to incarcerate me for some BS. It's selective prosecution, selective enforcement, and in a lot of cases, they don't protect it. They don't provide protection to us, and it is a violation of our human rights for our police department that we as taxpaying citizens pay for. We pay their salaries for them to not be willing to protect us. So
Kelly,
again, I just wanted to thank you for at least, just chiming in and saying anything is possible. But I appreciate you, and I'm going to continue to listen to you and call in and support you.
Kelly,
yeah?
Can I ask you a difficult question?
You can.
And please forgive me if it sounds insensitive, because I don't mean it to be that way. But you said, what, 6 of your nephews have been killed?
Murdered. 6 of my nephews have
and
been murdered.
Another one was shot 6 times.
Another one was shot 6 times. And 10 of my family members were incarcerated. Our family has been targeted. There's different police models.
Well, hold on. Let me ask this question, just because if I have the question, a number of other people probably do. What is it? Is it in your family? Is there maybe a culture that puts them in the line of fire, or is it some other reason that your family is enduring such horrible things?
And I'll be completely honest with you. Some people in my family do stuff that they don't have any business doing. We have, in our families, we have people who are on the up and up, and we have people who do stuff that they shouldn't, get involved in, getting involved in activities that they should not get involved in. But the greater issue is, there's a greater issue why our family is being targeted. And I called Reverend Sharpton's show the other day and kind of elicited to that. But when you're outspoken and when you expose stuff, they come for you, and if they can't get you, they come for the people around you. And so that's as much as I'll say about this. But there is an investigation that I sent information to the Department of Justice about, and I'll share more details later. But yeah, This has been going on since. This has been taking place, like all these incidents have been taking place since I went to Governor Andrew. Well, he was the Attorney General of New York in November of 2007. I went to his office about an issue that I was having when I lived in New York. And Lincoln will tell you, if he's honest, that I told him directives were sent from New York to Ohio. And a lot of what we are experiencing is as a result of that. So you can't expose certain information, and when you do that, it comes back. They come for you. So I want to thank the current Attorney General, Letitia James. She's the New York State Attorney General. She has been extremely instrumental in making sure that I got the information that I needed to put the pieces, to connect the dots and put the pieces together. So she and Chuck Schumer and a lot of people have really been supportive and helping me to get the information I need to know. But it's a greater reason. But like I said, I didn't want to make it seem like my family was all pristine, because hell, we all got people in our family who do stuff that they're not supposed to do. And I can't say that I've lived, just a upright, upstanding life. I've done stuff that, I'm embarrassed of. I've done stuff that, in hindsight, it's like, okay, well, I would have done that differently. But what we have faced, it is like really, it supersedes civil rights. It exceeds civil rights issues. It's human rights violations. Our families have been subjected to human rights violations, and I'm going to fight this until I cannot fight anymore. But so no, I'm not offended by your question. Thank you, and hopefully my answer just clarified it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorta.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate your time again. I appreciate your feedback. I will continue to listen to you and call into your show. I will, I'll put that out there there right now. But it is a deeper issue, and I'll give you more insight as things come to pass. So I'll give you more insight.
All right.
And continue sharing information with you. Okay.
Thank you for your call.
Well, you have a blessed day.
You do
Thank
say.
you, ma'am. Bye.
All right. That was Kelly Prather. All right. Well, look, I appreciate y'all. I got to get out of here. I know Wyatt's probably on giving me what for, because, he come on at 5, I'm on at 5. But he been ducking me. No, I keep saying that. He's not ducking me, but we going to get the schedules together, get the King and I back going. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful rest of the evening. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I am the King of Talk. Until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.